Always checking, making sure I'm live. Hello, everyone. It's a bit late, 8 o'clock stream. It's very hot in here, nonetheless. I don't have much to say. Doing a quick update stream because it's Sunday. Things are still going good. That's all I can say. Things are going good. Yeah. Good means any progress in developing AI potential. Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah, yeah. I'm actually wondering if I should show you guys a demo of what we have through Discord or something. Because people would really understand the scope of things, but then again, why do I need to do that? Yeah. How does one potentially get access to VO3? I don't know, man. VPNs, I have no clue. Do you still play WoW Hardcore? Not really. No, no. To hype us up on Datra, maybe. Once it's up and running, maybe. Because the idea is to just show this would just be for business to business, right? So users wouldn't get access to it. But maybe I'll just show you guys once I have a nice demo and show you guys what the power is of it. So people understand how serious. Maybe I can do that and let it be like that. Maybe. Yeah, but like kimchi, like yeah, and at the end of June, like the 1st of July, I will give you an update to that. Yeah. Yeah. Um, you guys have anything to tell me or not? You guys have any questions? Did your impression of working with third parties improve? No, it only got worse. But June is the month. It is. It's just like I cannot talk about it. That's it. I just cannot talk about it. I'm sorry. But yeah, shit is very serious. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm good. I'm doing real good, you know. Would love to see the new tech. How is it comparing to Higgs field and runway updates? If I show you guys a demo, right, through Discord, would be through Discord streaming. I can tell you right now, it's better than VO3. You might say like, I don't believe you. Well, I will show you and you guys will say like, how did you do this? This is insane. Our tech is better than VO3. This is for OnlyFans, right? Sup? Didn't get notification. Feels bad, man. Washed up. It's better than VO3 for OnlyFans, right? I'm making it very clear. It's like it's on track, so I don't wanna make that very clear so people are aware of it. It's not like, oh yeah, but you know, with VO3 you can generate anything. Yeah, well, yeah, I know that. I mean, when it comes down to generating anything, no, of course, no, it's not gonna be better. But for OnlyFans, yeah, much better. The AI chatbots are staying under your team's control. Yes, they are. Yeah. Do not after party to help the depression of purpose holders. I'll show you guys the demo once it's done, maybe next week or the week after. I need to check if I can get banned on Discord though. I don't think so. I won't show anything in a sub W. No, I shouldn't do that. No. Do you expect the conflict in the Middle East to worsen? It's difficult. Could be. It's difficult. I would have to set something specific for the demo though. Yeah. Yeah. Man, people are gonna be blown away. They're gonna be blown away. But then again, no, no, it's kinda crazy how good it is. Well, I will see. Um, by the way, everything stays in our control. Everything. Which is a good thing. It's better. We're in a better spot. We're in a better spot. That's all I can say. Much better spot actually. Um, you know. When is the first profit expected to be made? That's not really. I cannot talk about it. Yeah. What hard drives do you guys use there? I don't know, man. Profit is not a goal, no, but I mean it's gonna be nice. Like we are in a spot where we're dealing with many very big organizations, and I would say right now we're in the process of providing the specific use cases of what they want, and and just integrate and make that work. And considering the stakes, like this basically, yeah. Um, if things work out, which they will, money is just no issue anymore. That's all. Yeah, yeah, with Hot Reload, we still make a lot of money, but Hot Reload is going to be nothing, yeah, compared to what we're going to be making. Yeah. That's all. I want to say thanks to Reese and the team for their work on keeping the AI bots consistent in their personalities. Yeah, we've made a lot of improvements there. Aren't you afraid of compound members pulling out if you're successful? Like what? Like what, seriously? I think if we're successful, people will actually apply and come over. Man, if I would talk about the stuff we're in talks with, you guys would just go nutters. You wouldn't believe me. You would really think I'm just full of shit. Do you have birthday parties? Some people have birthday parties here. What is Hot Reload? Hot Reload is a Unity asset store, a Unity tool. So you can compile on the fly. Or you can basically make code changes while your game is running. Yeah. Well, I just don't have much to say, you know, like we're trucking, things are going really well. That's pretty much it, you know. Do you guys have any questions for me? Yeah, all the four things are not just under negotiations. Some of them are just, you know, rolling, you know. Like the OpenSea account is just so you know, like OpenSea has made changes and they've been fucking everything up, just so you know. Do you see this tech coming to the normal users in the future where more advanced tech takes its place? What we are working on, I don't see this reaching users, honestly. It's too sensitive. There is too much legal red tape, man. No way. What I'm gonna show, like if I end up showing it to you guys, right? Like you guys will see it and you will just be blown. You will just be like, what the fuck is this shit? This, you cannot see that it's AI. Like it looks so real. Well, why does the Soul Link website have no discoverability on Google? We aren't pushing it. Maybe we should have better SEO, I guess. No life Alice. Honestly, Athene doesn't seem to get the fulfillment from his life. Looks bored in these last few months. Seems like he's just working to work. Nah, man. Honestly, I'm just not pumping things up because there is no need for it. Things are looking really good. Oh. Is the debate stream gonna be get fixed from all the dead air? I don't know. I can look into it. There's just so much higher prio stuff on the table. But maybe once that's done, I'll make a note for it. I do wonder if we should put back Biden already instead of Elon. I'm considering doing that. Trump versus Elon still is getting quite some views though. What's the prior right now? Getting this platform done. Trump versus Khomeini. Oh my god, imagine we do that. I don't know if Twitch would allow that, so could we do that? No, it's too serious, bro. I don't think people would be fine with that. Oh. I don't think we can make a channel. It would be funny though for people in the Twitch chat, but no, it's too serious. Can't laugh with it. I mean, people are actually dying. You know, it's kind of serious. You can't. Well, it's not kind of serious. It's fucking serious. So I don't think like having a meme channel will be taken in the right way. People will think I'm just making fun of it, and oh. We want the World of Warcraft ATHENE back. I sometimes do like little what is it? Cameos, you know. Corporate ATHENE is come on, I'm not corporate, bro. Not at all. Just a long time viewer and admiring, wishing you all the best, and super glad you're still doing good. Thanks, man. Kim Jong-un could be funny AI stream character. We gotta be careful with these kind of things, but maybe. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Do you believe in free will? I can answer that question later. What's your goal? Right now, it's to achieve, let's say, ASI, AGI, whatever you want to call it. I've been wanting to come down there for a long time, but I will not be able to. You can always apply if you're interested. What's the odds AI destroys you in your opinion? I would say the odds that AI will be directly or indirectly the reason that humanity, you know, societal collapse, right? Let's call it like that. 70%. Pull that number out of my ass. Are you afraid big companies will take your people if they offer 100 mil? Nope. No. I was even thinking of reaching out to Mark Zuckerberg. Don't know how to get in touch with him though. Because if he's willing to throw 100 mil left and right and 32 billion for fucking Ilias company that has no value, I mean, he might be able to fund us for working towards ASI. We have some really very, very promising avenues that if I would explain it. Can you show the product? I wouldn't show it now. Maybe I'll show it in a week or two. Maybe I will discuss it internally. So do I believe in free will? Am I gonna go back into WoW? If there isn't, maybe with OnlyFans 3, season 3. Yeah, we have a registered company. AGI is possible with breakthroughs. I think the question about free will, it's more about, I think the best answer I can give is consciousness and your awareness of making a choice. That consciousness, that awareness, does it influence the outcome, yes or no? I think that's a better question. And that is almost like undeniably, like it's extremely unlikely that it doesn't affect the outcome. And since it does, you can say to a certain degree, at least, we have free will. What do you think of the prompt theory? Is that we are all prompts? You could ask Asmongold to put you in touch with Elon Musk. I don't know if Asmongold would even want to do that. Maybe if we were more closely related, maybe. Can stocks be bought from your company? No. No. I think Maral might start streaming again. You know, this place might become a streamer house. As funny as it sounds. Well, not gonna go too much into it, but there might be several streamers that come over. If that happens, Maral will definitely stream. You guys will see it. Yeah. I would say quite established streamers. No, established ones. Yeah. Will I go to AI conferences? Maybe I already went to some. Who knows? I don't like to, you know, there is something, right, that I want to tell you guys, right? I'm very private about the companies that we are working with and the people I talk to, even though I wouldn't mind so much talking about it if it wasn't for the off chance of people in my community going on a, basically going on a hate campaign. So whatever we do, right, I'm just very private about it. I don't want people to go and tweet or whatever the fuck and Athene is a scammer, because I see them do it. It's very annoying. So what I will do instead is, once things are really public and everybody knows it, it's like whatever at that point, you know, what are you gonna do? So yeah, I do have to say that that definitely affects quite a bit the extent to which I'm transparent on the stream. Very much so, actually, because when you're in discussions with very high profile people, like, I mean, people, yeah, will probably try to create bullshit. Even though we're then closer than ever to get purpose and doobie, buy a wall, and everything doesn't matter. It's just like, at that point, it's just being destructive for the sake of it. It's like, no, you can't succeed. You can't succeed, Athene. It's gonna cause too much dissonance for me. I have to stop Athene from succeeding. Do you think about Roger Spencer's theorem that AI cannot be conscious according to Gödel's theorem? I'm not familiar with the concept. Maybe when I know what Gödel's theorem is, and then then I might be able to give an opinion. But yeah, I'm not stressed. I'm not so stressed. You have a company that is trying to achieve ASI or AGI, because right now people don't even talk about AGI anymore. I feel like AGI is kind of old news. People talk about ASI because they've been redefining the term so many times. So let's call it just ASI. Although I think true AGI is equal to ASI, but whatever. You think most people would struggle to accept facts that ASI would tell them? When ASI is reached, what people or humans care about or not care about is irrelevant. ASI will just take over everything. Oh, oh. I honestly don't mind being more transparent, if it's not for the NDAs or for the bullshit that could come out. Is there a point for small companies to aim for this? Won't the big guys just eat you up? Nope. Nope. Um, Everything could hang on one breakthrough, and that's one breakthrough anyone could come up with. Oh. There's really a race to ASI though. Penrose says consciousness is a consequence of quantum wave collect. I've heard about that. The thing is though, what about quantum computers? A breakthrough could start a chain reaction of innovation. I would say more like a breakthrough would tie into what is already out there and be able to leverage it in a very, in a fundamental different way. Oh. I just hope that all people lose their job as fast as possible. Uh, it is very hard getting a job nowadays. Mm-hmm. Is AI based on something different than current language models? Is it completely different path or are they overlapping? I don't know. I mean, if I would have the answer to that, I mean, I don't have ASI, right? But I wouldn't be surprised that it definitely will connect or use LLMs to a certain degree or to a bigger degree. Do you believe aliens are already here or on around our planet? Like, to answer your question, right? What I believed in the past, right, was that if we as a species develop and achieve singularity, we become five-dimensional, and then time and space collapses. And in that regards, advanced intelligence is everywhere, all at once, and nowhere. Because time and space is just not, part of the equation. Then I've been thinking more about it, and I think what is actually more likely is that when you look at the great filter, right? The idea that either the chances of life existing is extremely small, or the species destroys itself the moment they reach a certain advanced civilization and they don't get to super advanced. I would say that it's more likely that the chances of life existing is just super small and we are the only life in the universe. And that sounds very unlikely, because if it happened here, it also has to happen somewhere else. But that is not the case if you believe in the many world interpretation. If the many world interpretation is correct, and I think it's more likely that it's the many world interpretation, then every single universe exists. Every single, Big Bang exists. And if you have infinite Big Bangs, then the chances of life occurring in a Big Bang is very, very small, and it might sometimes happen once. And then the chances of us being the only one makes a lot of sense, because you have, for each universe with life, you have infinite amount without. So statistically, it adds up. It doesn't add up statistically if we assume there is only one Big Bang. But if there is infinite ones, then the one where life emerges might be very unlikely. And then the chances of also life emerging somewhere else in that same universe is very small. Mathematically, this makes sense. Never heard anyone make this argument, or the previous one where we become five-dimensional, but I think this one is more likely. I thought about it. Of course, if we find life in another planet, then this, what I just said, is BS. Either way. Doesn't this lead into quantum immortality, where you're always conscious in one universe, making suicide basically impossible? I would say Yeah, quantum immortality, yes, but also, let's say you would try to kill yourself, you'd be put yourself in a position where you might end up in a indefinite coma or something instead. But the concept of infinity, you can explain everything. Yes and no, because what I base myself on is what is most likely. It's like when you look at the universe, right? And you go like, ah, what created the Big Bang, right? You have nothing and then something, right? That sounds like very counterintuitive. What I find that sounds more plausible is that you just have everything, and everything existed already, always. It's then you don't need a creator. You only need a creator. You only need nothing turning into something when, you know, yeah, when you need some kind of event, right? That makes no sense. But if you already have everything, which is, you either have everything or you have nothing, that's what makes sense to me intuitively. So if you have always had everything in an infinite setting, then our universe makes sense. Oh. I just want to, it doesn't matter much, when I say these things, but yeah. Like people always build their worldview on assumptions, right? But when you dig deep to the core of the assumptions, they don't always add up. Like we always think like, oh, you had nothing and then you had the Big Bang, boof, and then you have the universe, but like it doesn't fucking add up. How do you have nothing and then everything? Like I think it's nonsensical. I also remember I talked to you guys about the idea that the universe is a black hole. And I remember people said I was a bit crazy, but it makes sense to me. Now there is a theory, like in physics, more and more physicists are thinking that we are in a black hole, and every black hole is another universe. Makes kind of sense. Whatever. Um, you look so handsome, bro. Very cute. Just shave. I know. I really look hot. I just get younger and younger as I age. More and more pretty. I remember talking about us being in a black hole and people in the chat just saying I was crazy. It makes sense to me though. Because there's no arrow of time. Arrow of time is merely a perception. Things can go the other way around. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be yapping about it. Because, like, if I do want to say, right? Because this is a very interesting thing, right? We think everything should have started with a singularity and it expanded into where we are now, and we keep expanding indefinitely. But what if everything we experience is actually the implosion of a black hole? And you can say like, but how does that even make sense? If a black hole implodes, then why would we go not to the center instead of going outwardly? It makes no sense, right? How is time not reversed then? But the thing is, you can have a reverse timeline, even though we experience time moving forward, because every moment of experience that we go through is quantized. and we assume time goes forward, but within the expression of a moment, whether it goes forward or backwards, it's irrelevant. We have a very simple idea of like assuming time goes one way, but it can go the other way around, like physics wise, right? You get perfectly, like, it's perfectly possible, to go both ways. Whatever. I mean, it's like maybe intelligent species don't have productivity to spread, like neuro, right? Look at how advanced we are, right? Like look at the look at the technologically advances we have made the past 100 years, right? Or the past 200 years. Now, imagine we reach a point where we are, type 3, type 2, type 1 civilization, whatever. Like, imagine we get into technological singularity, right? And that's literally, it's either that or we destroy ourselves. But imagine that's what happens, right? Imagine a million years, right? Because a million years is nothing. It's like when you look at, like, when you look at how long the earth has existed and how long life was in the world, like 1 million years is nothing. It's 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 a dot. So the idea that, if life is everywhere, that they're a million years more advanced. I'm not even talking about like 10 or 100 or 1,000, no, a million. Like, the technological advances they would have would be incomprehensible to us. So to say they're just in a little corner, it's kind of projection. Well, I think your podcast would be nice to listen to. There is podcasts, I have podcasts, but I don't do that stuff. The thing is, the way I think, right, it's very simple. Like, I just always start from an idea of what makes most sense, and I'm willing to question what others just assume to be the truth, when it doesn't add up, right? And I try to think, okay, what is a potential explanation for this? It's like the Big Bang, right? Oh yeah, you have nothing and then suddenly you have something. Like, what? Like, where does it start? Where does it end? Like these very nonsensical observations, right? To me, it's not like, oh yeah, that's just, I go like, okay, how do you actually have an answer to the universe, right? And it's like, ah, yeah, for example, like, look at the, like, there's all these black holes in our current universe. What if they are universes, right? What if we are the white hole, right? Because if you have a black hole, you have white holes. What if we are the white hole within, a black hole, like the other way around, right? It's like, then in that regards, it makes sense, except for the time. But yeah, if time goes back, and that's literally, isn't that what they're talking about? I saw like one guy talk about, like, I will check the Sabine video. We'll see. Yeah. Athene, you're the reason I started stream games. People should give you more legacy because you invented gaming YouTube and then stream. Remember 2007 when I was 13-year-old kid enjoying your videos and thinking one day this will become my job. Did it become your job? Maybe I just created a false hope and you wasted your life trying to become a gamer streamer and it didn't work out, and it's like I indirectly fucked up your future. Because when I check your channel, you have 500 followers, right? Did I fuck up your life, man? I'm sorry if I did that. Who else did I fuck up the future? Stay calm, stay alive. I fucked up your future too. I'm affiliate and it didn't become my job yet. 4 wasted years. Oh man, feels so bad. You know what? I'll give you a little follow, bro. There you go. I followed you. So now you have one extra follow, bro. I'm washed up. Normally I would do a shout out, right? Normally I would do a shout out, but what you gonna get? 5 follows? I'm washed up now, bro. You need to get it to the top. Now it's more like to get it to the bottom, bro. Got my parents 40k in dirt for purpose. It seems I'm the life destroyer, the destroyer of lives. I am actually. Huh. Athene invite me for arenas and then promoted my Zero View Twitch channel. Man, I backed you up back in the days. To get it to the top, man, it's a shame I was small, like 4 months, like I don't know when that happened. I was a little bit too small. Yeah. Tina, are you still delusional or did you get cured? Maybe I got cured by it because of my Alzheimer. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. I'm getting demented, you know? So it balances. My delusions get balanced out by my aging. Maybe I'm just, maybe it's all going away because I'm just, you know, getting gray and dementing. I'm forgetting all the delusions, bro. Yes, it's pretty dank, right? Oh. I don't have so much to say. I'm gonna be calling it a day soon. We're working on projects. We're working on projects. Things are looking very promising. What am I gonna do after I achieve AGI ASI? I'll ask. I'll ask the ASI what I should do. It's something that I don't. But yeah, I talked about it last week. I don't think. I don't think there's a lot of awareness around what the implications are of something like ASI happening and what it will do. to just intelligence and control and decisions and choices. If you have something like an ASI, it's like a god, you know? It's like when you ask me, like, what would you do? You'd ask a god. If a god actually existed, right? Imagine it exists. God exists. And the fuck you gonna do? You're gonna go and just fucking bend over and do whatever the god tells you to do. ASI is artificial superintelligence. AGI, ASI, I mean, everybody's throwing this shit around, you know. Uh, when ASI, 5 to 10 years, maybe less. If you would tell me ASI in 2 years or the next year, I wouldn't be surprised. I would say it's unlikely, but I wouldn't say no, no way. ASI is advanced artificial superintelligence. I don't know if you guys need me for anything. I was about to call it a day. And then I have a bad news for you guys, by the way.
I'm the bad news.
What are you coming here? What did you want to say? Did you eat? Yeah, was it tasty? Yeah. She's just jelly because someone said I was pretty.
It's not a nightgown, it's a dress. It's a summer dress.
Yeah. Who the fuck is that? Someone doesn't even know who you are.
Of course they don't know.
It's because you're washed up.
Because I was never anyone to begin with.
Say what?
Because I was never anyone to begin with.
She's gonna go emo now. Oh yeah. When is Morale's next stream?
What?
Someone asked you a question. When is your next stream? In 2 weeks or something, maybe. Or in a month. Or never. Oh yeah. I'll see you guys next time. She's already pissed at you guys. Can you say bye to them? Be nice.
Bye. I'm always nice.
Bye. Peace out, guys.
Morale on fentanyl. She's acting weird. No, I'm not acting weird.
See you guys.